Pisces. All right, you guys, Mercury retrograde is over. Station direct now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energy that you could be focused towards now that we are out of retrograde. All right. Okay, so we have first ray of power. Okay, card number 1. Take control, take charge is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Take charge of yourself. Okay, find your autonomy. Okay, I don't know why that came out so strong, but it's just like spirit. Like, look at spirit. Like, well, your spirit. Like, it's trying to make it known to you. Like, you're a freaking boss. Boss up. Okay. Some of you, it's like it's that real of a message. Spirit is trying to show you that you have the power to make certain things happen, to make certain things go in a different direction. If you wanted to go in that direction, you hold the power. You hold power over spirit in a way. If you choose to believe it that way, spirit is working for you. Spirit is saying, "Hey, look, you hold the power. What you want to do, and I'll make it happen. But what you want to do, it's the energy that I feel there. It feels very." Because it feels very strong. Okay, so I apologize if I am coming off, kind of, aggressive with this energy, but I do feel like, Pisces, this is a time where you do need to actually go ahead and start asserting your power a little bit more. Okay, flex your shit. People forget that Pisces, being the last zodiac, carries the attributes of every zodiac. Pisces being the last of the zodiacs, meaning that the soul has evolved through all, through all signs, right? If we choose to believe that. So with that being said, Spirit is saying, look, you know the cosmos better than I do at this point. Like, what you want to do? Okay. Under the deck, we have divine grace, the law of efficiency. All right. Divine grace and the law of efficiency. So, yeah, it's like, man, like what I said earlier, like, the direction that something needs to go. Okay. You know that doing this is going to happen, is going to make this happen. Right. And so it's like, why are we having to bottleneck stuff? Pisces is what I'm kind of feeling like. It's like, make it happen. All right, so let's pull some tarot. And I want to thank y'all for being here. I truly appreciate y'all being here. Please hit the like button, share, comment, boost, hype, and please subscribe. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot and see what other messages we have for my Pisces. And I do apologize if I called you another sign. Sometimes it happens. All right. 6 of Swords energy. The High Priestess. And then the Star. Okay. I love that the 6 of Swords here came out as your central card. Because, Pisces, this is showing me that you're actively pursuing, peace. Okay? You're actively trying to escape, patterns of disagreements or people trying to make waves, anything like that. With the High Priestess coming out right before it, I get this feeling here where maybe you kind of sense that that's getting ready to happen. All right. And so I feel like your first inclination is to try to move as far away from it. Right. So that, whatever waves in the water don't affect your boat too bad. Okay. But what does that actually solve? Because when everything clears, or when when the waves calm down, you know what I'm saying, you still got to end up back in a situation. You have to deal with the aftermath of a situation, you know, when you actually have the power to be able to cut all of that out. Oh, okay, Pisces, I'm not saying that you have to do this, but you may have the opportunity to help somebody in need, and you have the power really to make it just go away, right? And this person doesn't have to deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with, okay? You have the power to do it. I'm looking at this Divine Grace card that says the law of efficiency, and it is card number 32, which comes to 5. So I get this feeling here where it's just like, you know, maybe you're a little conflicted here because maybe, you know, making this type of change in somebody's life can actually change the dynamic between you and another person. You don't want that to now be another source of drama or discourse. But I cannot forget about this star card here. Okay. And with this star card here, I do get the feeling where it's like you are where somebody wants to be. So whatever position you're in, even if you don't feel like it, whatever position you're in is where somebody is trying to get to. And it feels like maybe they're having issues. Maybe they're treading water. Okay? And you help this individual, or you... And it doesn't have to be monetary, right? It could be maybe you just allow this person to be with you. Or, you know, just handle whatever, you handle something for somebody in whatever way. Yes, it makes it, I guess, to make a long story short, it makes it easier for them, but what do they actually learn in the process? There has to be a way for you to be able to help this person as well as, like, make it a teachable moment. And that's the energy that I feel here, Pisces. I said all that to say that. All right. Under the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, and that does come under the Six of Swords. Pisces, either you or you're dealing with the energy of someone who has been stuck for quite a while. They've been stuck in their struggle, or you've been stuck in your struggle for quite some time. I think maybe you could be looking for a particular type of saving, or you will be saving someone who is struggling in a way that you struggled, and so like you're helping them the way that you want it to be helped. You would have wanted to be helped. Especially, and it's crazy, like, especially if this is someone who you see yourself in, you know, like you see them as like a past version of you, but they see themselves as or they see you as a future version of them. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, we have the Sun, and that does come under the High Priestess. And this is a very light energy under the High Priestess. Again, it just reflects on how easy, like I said, how easy you could just wipe out somebody's troubles, okay? And this is just by being you being the person you are, the Nine of Pentacles here. And the Nine of Pentacles does come under the Star energy. Oh, okay. Okay. So I feel like you have an abundance of, okay? And so, like I said, it's nothing for you to be able to wave a wand and help this person, or wave a wand and get whatever it is that you need. All right? But there is some sort of bridge that needs to be crossed, because there's someone feels stagnant, and it could be you. And I think it's just because it may be it may be unrealized potential. Like you don't understand how powerful you are yet. How, you know, like, what do you say? What do you call it? Like when things, like when you think how, like you don't know how easily you can manifest right now. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Hopefully that made sense to somebody. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the message there, Pisces, before I start rambling. Hopefully, like I said, this made sense in some sort of way. Because I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing. Like sometimes the messages just come so compressed, and I be trying to get it all out. And plus, I'm a little tired. We'll just say that. We'll blame it on tired. Pisces, thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you later.